Welcome in, kia ora, to another episode of the Podfathers. We are back after a little hiatus here. Off season always does this to us. We got the full crew everyone looking fantastic here on at least the YouTube link. Podcast, you don't have to worry about it. But Nikki, Tom, Bryan, Trevor, all back. I'll go left to right. Nick, how you doing?
Good man. Just like you said, taking some time away from baseball, giving myself a little, I guess, tolerance break, feels like. Um, but yeah, just working, enjoying San Diego December weather. It's like 70 degrees today, December 18th or whatever it is. So yeah, happy to be back and, looking forward to talking a little ball with the boys.
I like it. Yeah, I think I was working, got the little Outlook notifications or whatever, the window crap at the bottom, and it said reaching a record high for the day. So there you go, SD. Nice and warm.
Oh,
Nice
no
and
way.
warm. Classic in December. Tom, how warm is it in Wales for you?
Yeah, it's 43 right now. That's not Celsius, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel bad for you guys, 70. That's so heartbreaking. And you got to be in San Diego. That's
Just
so
all
horrible.
sweaty.
Yeah, terrible.
Damn.
It
But,
was
but
real
yeah,
nice last weekend.
what
Beautiful.
in Wales?
Up north at least.
Well, I don't know. I just felt rain, just saw rain, and that was it. But yeah, no, I've been doing good. Excited for tomorrow. There's apparently a big game or something going on. Not sure about that, but yeah, I've been doing good recently.
Good man, good lad. You're in your 20s now officially, so good luck.
Old
And
man.
yeah, keep up the stretches. Bryan, how you doing?
Fantastic. I took a little bit longer break. I feel like I was ready to come back, and then a team won the World Series, and I was like, not going to talk baseball for at least a month. So, but happy to be back. Now I'm ready. Up the town.
Up, Uptown, baby. Right, Tom?
Up the city.
Up the city. Trev, how you doing?
What's up, man? Doing good. Good to be back. Stoked to be here with my boys once again. It's been a while. I also was pretty sad that that team up north won the World Series. So I've been off with my lonesome, really sad. But we had a lot of fans begging for us to come back. So here we are.
Back by popular demand, just to see Trevor's face, I'm convinced, but and probably Tom's accent. But yeah, no, I think end of the year, I didn't want anything to do with baseball. I didn't want to hear about it, didn't want to read about
So
it.
sick of it.
I mean, yeah, that the World Series itself, like if you're a neutral, then it would have been the most fantastic series. You knew that somehow that team up north was going to get her done. But if
Be real though.
according
Is
That was
there
a crazy World Series.
was there
I
any
was going to
new
say it was good entertainment. It was really good theater, which also sucked because of the third act of how it finished.
it
But like
was
it
eight
was
games.
it was really good for the sport and the game. I'm just really unhappy with the participant and
I got
eventual victor.
collusion. I got collusion.
Collusion.
Can we just get it out of the way and just say it?
I need to go get my tinfoil hat. Take this one off. Where are we going?
Mine's been on since the end of 24. It hasn't
Mine
come.
stays on.
That's why he's got the bleached
I keep
tips.
pulling it lower and lower down, Every single little thing that happens, I'm like, yeah, collusion.
Collusion. It's the only thing other than the 1.64 bill and deferred that
The
can't be
Blue
illegal.
Jays had that game.
I
They had
mean,
it won.
you knew when it wasn't happening for the Blue Jays. I love how we're talking World Series right now too when we didn't want to, but
Have you guys talked about it at all?
not really. We kind of I don't think so. We kind of glossed over it to be honest.
Oh.
Who won?
Pretended like it didn't happen.
Yeah,
As you should.
back to back.
The
You-
secondary lead.
Or wasn't there two outs in the ninth and they had the lead?
Oh, there was like a million times that game that the Blue Jays could have won. I walked away in like the sixth, and I just knew
Damn.
blue team was gonna win. You know,
Man, look, baseball is a weird sport, but just so many little head scratchy moments, like that pitch to Rojas that he hits the home run. Yeah, it's a mistake. But like,
He's trash. We would have never done that.
how
Like,
do you hang a slide? The guy hadn't hit a fastball since September, and you hang a slider then? Like then? And
And
then
then left
collusion.
Savage too long. Like he should not have faced. I think it was Muncie. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Bad choice. The
just
secondary leadoff third was at IKF.
oh my
I mean,
God,
just
yes.
Oh yeah.
miserable,
Oh
miserable
gosh.
baseball. He's out
Like,
by an RCH and he has no secondary lead. Like, what are we doing,
what are
boys?
we doing? Somebody was like, "Oh, well, you can't get back picked there." I'm like, dude, step and a dive. Like, what are we
What are
talking
we
about?
talking about?
He was 3 feet off. I mean, he was right there on the bag.
Back
Like,
pick?
yeah, they're like, well, if you get back picked, everyone's gonna be like, why is your lead so big? I'm like, what?
It's that
What?
Pirates culture just leeching into his mentals, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. We're clearly not bummed about it at all. I don't remember
No,
writing
I'm
not still
fine.
rattling around.
I'm okay.
it. Everyone's rattling off specific details that's been replaying in their heads for a couple months now. I love it.
Horrible.
Absolutely terrible. Good for the game, sure. Not really. But
Nah.
if you're Jim Bowden, you can just go switch allegiances, right? You can that's his name.
That
You boys see
is
that?
the worst take I've ever heard. It's not just like ignorant and insane, like it's unmanageable. Like it doesn't exist. It's like
No.
saying go root for a team full of unicorns. Like you cannot truly just switch allegiance. That's not how fandom works. Like or you're just not a fan, you're just a casual. But if you're an actual
Yeah.
fan of your team, there's no one in
Yeah.
their right mind that could ever rewire their brain away from what they've been invested into for their entire lives.
Yeah,
No,
and
what
he
is
suggests
what
that
is
you were
literally the
never that
point?
serious.
Yeah. What is the point then? Seriously, like what is actually the point of
If
caring
you
about
exist.
sports? Yeah.
He's
Just
just
being
he's a bootlicker too. He just fought
yeah.
shills for MLB. Like, I can't stand that guy.
Well, I mean, what this whole thing made me really think about was how much of a bummer it is that we, as San Diego people who live here, like, we don't have other teams. I tried with SDFC. I just don't. We've talked about this off the air. I can't do it with soccer, but like, I tried with the NFL. I tried to be, a Bengals fan because like I won't root for the Chargers, and I couldn't. I just don't have that feeling of like
Yeah.
pride in like I will always root for the Padres until they leave San Diego. I will be a Padres fan. Like I just
Yeah.
will. And when, the baseball season ends and it ends in such a way that it did, like it would be so nice to shift your focus to the NHL or um to the NFL or
NBA.
something like that. And like it's frustrating to
That's all we
not
got.
have somebody. So that's why like when you see somebody switch allegiances, like I can't even root for a team that like I like I'm a free agent when it comes to other sports and I can't even
Yeah.
bring myself to do it. Like I can't even because it doesn't feel genuine.
No. I can't
Like
even
a
root for the Chargers, and they moved to the city that I've been living in for 20 something years, and it still doesn't feel as bad when they lose and not as good when they win. It's just like I just don't care. I watch
yeah.
them
So
like
imagine,
I
yeah.
maybe like checking on an ex-girlfriend, I just be like, oh, I hope she's doing okay, but I don't care that much.
I'm glad you're losing.
Glad you're
New
getting
boyfriend's ugly. Bye.
It's true. Yeah, that's
That's
a
how it
great
feels.
point. That's a great point though, Nick, because like, yeah, I mean, if you're the Dodgers, you lose, which they didn't. You can go and support, 18 other teams that are professional up in LA. That's why they're also fickle. And here, I'm like, sorry, forgot to mention rugby. No, just kidding. They merged with the LA. Now we're California Legion. Just no one cares about that anyways. I got gripe with them. But personal past problems.
I would recommend your bosses buy English football clubs in awesome little towns with just a great community of people, and that'll take you all the way into April, May. So
That's
if
fair
I can
point.
make any suggestions, yeah.
Where's that
Yeah.
at?
Your
What
boss
team could
Snoop
that
Dogg.
be?
He's sipping from
I'm
a
out of water. I'm
glass.
just drinking for fun.
Like,
Hint,
this
hint.
damn ice melts.
Just ice hitting my nose.
Wrexham? Yeah, everyone's a Wrexham fan, right, Tom?
I don't know.
Just when you
Don't know.
just when you got to go with Bryan, then you got to put
It'll
on
be
the
fun tomorrow.
Wrexham scarf.
Oh yeah, 100%. That group chat's
Yeah,
popping off tomorrow.
absolutely.
Either one of us.
All right, but to pivot back to our poor little Padres that seem to, I don't know. We got a little presentation from Bryan coming up later in the episode that I'm very excited about. He shared a little snippet kind of it.
Doing
But
slideshows.
yeah,
Must
very
see TV, actually.
must see, must see YouTube
Tune
TV.
into the YouTube.
To pivot back to us, we feel like the Padres are. It's a bit of foreshadowing, but losing a bit of momentum again from an ownership standpoint. With that comes lack of investing. Coaching staff has been announced. As we all know, Craig Stammen was appointed as our head guy, kind of, because we got Ruben Niebla as officially the associate manager and pitching coach. We have Randy Knorr as the bench coach, Steven Souza as the hitting coach, Ben Fritz sticks as the bullpen coach, which was awesome. David Macias is staying at first. He's also outfielder and base running instructor. Bob Henley is the third base coach, and then we have a list of other guys as well. Most
Nick Punto's
notably,
back.
Nick Punto. Yep, I was going to say that. Infield coach.
Like him in the clubhouse.
Kevin Polawecki, sorry, catching coach. We signed him out of nowhere for in the minors, and he's the catching coach now. And then Mike McCoy, the old head coach of the Chargers, is the assistant hitting coach. Obviously, not the same guy, but not a ton of recognizable names there. Obviously, Craig, Ruben, Nick Punto, Ben Fritz. Those are kind of David Macias. Those kind of the recognizable ones. I know the kind of hot topic, other than Craig, was Steven Souza Jr. being the hitting coach. Just kind of seeing who would come into that role. I know Vic Rodriguez, year one, mad amount of plaudits did seem to kind of change the trajectory and the approach from a hitting standpoint. It seemed like we had something there, and then year two it just seemed to completely fall apart. So here comes Steven Souza Jr., who had a very solid MLB career. Apparently he owns like his own like hitting lab, kind of like how Ruby developed his like pitching lab, stuff like that. So
Nice.
anyone have any commentary about Steven Souza Jr. and just to the coaching staff, I guess, in general?
The phrase "those who can't do teach" come to mind.
That's not fair.
He made it to the bigs.
He
At least
did.
he has some experience.
0.001%.
I was
Hey, hey, really good. But
those
comparatively,
numbers, Nikki.
comparatively, all right.
He'll be fine. He'll be a
That
good hitting
might
coach.
sum up the vibes of the offseason so far, and I had to let that sink in. That was mean, Nick.
Look, all I'm
Bro
saying,
really wanted Pujols.
all I'm
We all
saying,
did.
all I'm saying is that maybe there's something to the fact that there's not a ton of really good hitters that become successful hitting coaches. Barry Bonds didn't have a ton of success in Miami. So, it's almost like a compliment. Like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe you weren't
Backhanded.
like you didn't blow up the world when you were a player, but like maybe he's got a way of communicating that's going to get this lineup back to where they should be. Like it was like a backhanded insult where like it's sort of a
Backhanded
compliment.
insult.
Like I don't know. It's just, it's not a name that like jumps off the page, but like who knows? I mean, he's still a young guy, right? Like he only retired a
36.
few years back, right?
Yep, 36. A career 5 WAR, 72 bombs, 229 batting average, 42 stolen bases, 207 RBIs.
He
Like,
knows a thing or two about a thing or two, but
yeah,
he's not right. Like I bet you a lot of Miami Marlins fans thought, "Oh, we got Barry Bonds on the staff. Our team's gonna rake." There's
It's
like
all
one
about the
It
guy.
had with,
players.
didn't we had it with McGuire too? Like this
yeah,
feels
true.
very much in the Craig Stammen like sort of like mold. Like I've heard a few accounts that say he really probably shouldn't have had like an MLB career, let alone a cup of coffee. But the dude worked his ass off, had an approach, figured it out, and like became a valuable asset to ball clubs, at least, some regard. So I Sousa feels similar to that. Not super flashy or exciting, Hall of Fame potential or dropping mad bombs, but a guy that maybe works hard and knows how to approach the game, approach pitchers. And I hate the word intangibles, but maybe some intangibles there. And just sort of kind of trust in that, I guess.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
like
know.
his age, like just a little bit of a newer school approach compared to what we've been
Yep.
seeing. I know that for the longest time, and then up until really the last year or so, there's just all these reports and rumors about the Padres being so far behind the like technological movement, like just within the clubhouse, like the feedback that they get on their like iPads and stuff, just even in the dugout and whatnot. So a 36-year-old that has his own hitting lab that was a pretty solid MLB guy, which could be completely down to like him just over analyzing everything. He might have been not blessed with like the best talent. He was a third round pick, so he would have been pretty solid coming out, but maybe elongated his career because of his kind of ideologies and approach to the game. I'm excited to get some youth in there now. The question is like, are you going to get that respect right off the bat? Probably not from some of these veterans, but we got some good heads in the clubhouse. So I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't want to get too youthful from a coaching staff. It's kind of the modern way approach is just kind of plucking younger guys. Like you see that in the NFL all the time. Like head coaches, like the average age just keeps dropping, right? Because they just want youthful, you know,
Relatable.
relatable. Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of that approach. So I like he's been there, done that, and has that respect. So I don't know.
You know,
We'll see
Ryan,
how they
you
do.
know what
But
it made me think about. I had this thought a couple days ago. Um, I almost wonder if Stammen was on that team. He was on the 21 squad, correct?
yep.
That was the year that Tatis and Manny had that little shakeup in St. Louis, correct?
Yep.
I think it was St. Louis. So, if I remember correctly, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That came from Bobby Dickerson kind of chirping Tatis a little bit, like, "Hey, stop feeling sorry for yourself," kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Tatis kind of did the puff the
Yeah.
chest out, like, "Who are you?" Blah blah blah. And then Manny's kind of chirping him, telling him to do his job, whatever. Bobby Dickerson, from all accounts that I've heard, is a very old school. I've been here since the 70s. Like, there's videos of him all over, the internet of him coaching some like mic'd up moments. People have probably seen him and not realized that was him. Like, he's
Mm-hmm.
the guy that like was teaching that dude how to like apply tags at third, and
Mm-hmm.
he's the guy hitting fungos a second. Those are two videos I've seen all over the internet. He's very much that like old school, like there's a right way to do it, like play the game the right way. So I almost wonder if Stammen putting together this staff is kind of reflecting off of the Jace Tingler seasoned veterano, like the young manager seasoned veterano staff that like clearly didn't really work out. And he's like maybe taking a different direction with it. I almost wonder if he's reflecting on that because he's got such an interesting perspective as being a recent teammate to like,
He's seen it every day, day
yeah,
in, day
like
out. Yeah.
almost half these guys. So with him being probably the most respected player on the roster during his tenure with the Padres, maybe, that's what gives me hope when I think about what's to come for this season is like
Mm-hmm.
maybe he's just got such a direct line into the pulse of that clubhouse. He's like, look, man, like maybe there were some times in the past couple of years where he was like, if I was in charge, this is what I would do because I was there. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's what I'm hoping.
Totally.
I'm
I,
totally hoping for that. That's my hope.
no, that's a fair point. It's yeah, like you were saying, like Craig had been in and out of that clubhouse every single day for multiple seasons. Like he seems like a very cerebral guy. Again, the intangibles just pop up into my head. For that, I don't want to, harp on too much about that, Brian. But no, I could totally see that. I like that approach. Yeah, the Manny had Bobby's back because they go back to the Orioles days too. So I think that created a little bit of tension and maybe some sides being picked. So Steven Souza Jr., I don't think he's been on anyone's team. I don't think he's been a teammate of anybody too. So just a neutral, unbiased kind of new perspective coming in. Yeah, I'm kind of all
He's a
for it. And
Dodger,
he,
right?
he was for a season. He had a bad year with them. So
Hopefully he's got some secrets.
yeah, true, true. That's a good point,
And
actually.
I've been told at this level, a hitting coach is 20% approach fundamentals and 80% therapist. So
Yeah.
if he's a vibes guy and he's easy to talk to and get you out of a bad spot, then that's all that matters.
Yeah. And then he's gonna have the tech from his pitting lab apparently for that 20%, and then
Yeah.
have the vibe guy. He's a junior, so he knows what he's, I don't know where I'm going with that. But Tommy, any thoughts on the coaching staff there?
I think he's a Dodger spy. Just saying. Just saying.
What
No,
was it?
but
A Dodgers spy.
So was AJ Ellis. I was going to bring him up. We didn't even talk about the double agents in the house.
yeah, but he's
Mr.
been with us a while, hasn't he? So
Yeah, he's been there for
he's
six
been
years or
cleared.
7 years.
I think. Yeah, he's been cleared.
Yeah.
So no, but I think
Is
I
he?
do like your point that he's younger. So like obviously, played more recently. He knows the crack. He knows what's going on now with pitchers and like all this stuff they got behind the scenes, like the whole stat.
Analytics.
Yeah, yeah. So I definitely like your point in that. So I'm excited. It's just again like Stammen, it's going to be um performance based now. Just see what happens.
It's
Yeah.
so weird with baseball, right? Because like you talked about with the NFL, like the coaches get younger and younger. But then Bochy comes back out of retirement and wins a World Series within his first couple of years. Like I can't say that there's like there's a trend in baseball. Like the Giants just hired a college guy. That's like the polar opposite of bringing in Bruce Bochy. So it's like like it's hard to say because Trev, to your point, like the analytics are booming in baseball,
Mm,
right? Booming. Who knows how far Bochy leans into that thing? And like,
probably not much. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he's probably old school.
right. But like he won, so then it's like,
There's a mix.
yeah, it's a
The eye
total,
test is reality, bro.
yeah.
You got to use
I
the
think it's
analytics to kind of tailor
also,
it, but
sorry, it's clubhouse dependent, right? Which is on GM and leadership to be like, okay, who is the best person to lead this group of guys that I've assembled? What's going to gel most with them? And some teams do it really well, and some teams trying to put square pegs in round holes.
Yeah. I think there's just that
Even
extra
though they're really
emphasis to,
shiny, successful square pegs.
yeah.
I mean, they're still not going to
Juan
fit.
Soto, perfect example, right? Um, I think just to the progression of the game to where the GM just want like the whole Moneyball thing, like the GM just wants control of the whole ship. You get a younger guy in there that buys into the analytics. He's a lot easier to control than a Bochy. But when you look at Bochy, he had a great relationship with Chris Young, who's in the top of the tree there. So I don't know. And then yeah, I mean
we
we were
had
kind of
Bomel though, and that didn't work. So I feel like for this group of guys, you need a younger guy that's more
yeah.
relatable for the players.
And I do think it's so dependent on that relationship with the GM. Like whereas before it was kind of like the GM was there in the offseason, like old school was like GM was
Hmm.
off season, get the team ready. Head coach would come in, or manager would come in, spring training, and then he would take over the reins. And I feel like that relationship is so important. It's always been important, but I feel like it's extra important nowadays from, going one way or the other. Like AJ's probably not the easiest guy to work with, right? He personally signed Craig as a player, extended him, kept him here, and then brought him in as I think he was the assistant to the GM last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they have a very good relationship. Whereas, there's a lot of friction a lot of time, like with Bomel and AJ, a lot of clash there, right? I don't think Schilt and AJ definitely had a better relationship, but I think Schilt's ideology didn't necessarily mesh with AJ's either. So I think it's very dependent on that mix because then you get a guy like Bochy and he's worked with, Chris Young in the past, just as an example, right? So that relationship I think is everything nowadays. And we're going through a time where it's like we just want like these GMs want control, so they might not be putting that same kind of emphasis on that relationship, but we'll see. But yeah, to your point, Nick, I mean, and Trevor, the teams that have won, shocking, they're the most cohesive at the top. So I don't know. But how you boys feeling so far about the off season just in general? I know we've taken a break. I feel like I got so far removed for a solid month. It
Like
feels
shit.
longer, right? Kind of reminiscent of last year a little bit.
Horrible, yeah. Not a good time.
And then we
Boring.
break down the roster. I was looking at like the depth chart today, and I mean here I got it up right now, so I might as well round off. I'll go position first because I don't think we're gonna make a ton of moves there. We got Fermin and Campy at catcher. First base we got Crone, Gavin Sheets, Will Wagner, who's number 3. Second base Crone, McCoy, Wagner. Third base Machado, Will Wagner. Again, this is according to Padres website. Shortstop Xander, McCoy, Crone. Left field Laureano Sheets, Bryce Johnson. Center field Merrill Johnson. Right field Tatis Johnson. Designated hitter Sheets. Thin, not a lot of depth there.
No
But
second
from a
baseman, no first baseman, no DH, no pitching staff. But it's a little early.
yeah,
Not time to panic just yet.
no second baseman. You don't like Crony, huh, Trev?
Oh, no, for whatever reason, I thought we moved him or like we're gonna trade him, but
Yeah, he's
based.
been hot topic. But from
He kind of
more
sucks anyway, though. Might as well not have a second baseman.
And
Dang, dude.
defensively, he is
He's
fantastic.
good defensively.
Hey, he had a good year. He had a
Bro, he
good.
hit like 240.
2 years ago.
No bombs.
That's fine. I'll take
240 is
that
fine.
for the plus on the other side of the ball.
How much pop did he have? How many home runs? Like 11?
12? I don't know.
he did, yeah, he
He needs to
changes
hit. How many?
a little bit. He changed his swing a little bit last year to not be so power dependent because he was trying to be that first base power guy. He
Yeah, they kept
went,
hitting him third.
yeah, 246 last year.
11
Uh,
homers.
11 bombs. Was that what it was?
Wow.
I thought he had a better year than
Yeah,
he did.
11.
But he definitely
Bro, he's mid
improved.
as hell.
Two and a
Like
half
that's
WAR.
not
2.4
satisfactory.
WAR is a pretty decent player. Like he's a good guy to have. Again, him hitting 7th, 8th, ninth. Great guy to have on the
Yeah, that's
roster.
fine.
Yeah.
Don't love him though.
Yeah. I mean, I can see an
I
upgrade
do
there.
miss
We
the
we can
early
upgrade
one.
right there for sure. Like Jose Iglesias, bro, arguably is just as good as he is for probably a lot cheaper.
I think the lefty bat is important in that too. You
But
know.
right now we need more righties. I feel like we have more lefties than righties, right? Because that was an issue with Laureano out in the playoffs. We
Yeah.
had too many lefties. We're hitting like 3 in a row. So see ya, Crone.
We
Looking
can't
at
talk about
Dick's
that.
2025 numbers, it would shock you. It's actually 23.3 on the
On Fangraphs
Fangraphs.
for yeah, like for the war.
Yep,
Yeah, I know. It's because it's 10 million for every war, right? Or what is it? 5 million for every war?
something
10.
like that.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, so I don't believe in that though. Like he's not worth 23 million.
No.
We're
No.
No.
also
Even
No.
even with his gold glove defense. Like he's a utility player. Like that's awesome. He can play second, first, third, even probably outfield. He used to pitch. I love that about him, and he'll do it at a gold glove level, but his bat is just like
Hey man,
he's
that's a
painful to
two-time all.
watch.
That's a two-time all-star.
Whatever, bro. What have you done for
Those
me
were the most
lately?
random all-star selections ever.
Yeah. All right,
Just
well,
goes
let's hope he bounces back.
What are we paying
yeah.
him? 8? Also,
12.
I'm kind of looking
11.
forward to a Gavin Sheets Campy platoon at 1B. I'm very ready to roll that out. Lefty righty, baby. Let's go.
I
Just
look
Campy's
forward to the
probably
day that
dog
Ken
shit at
Pisano
1B.
plays for another organization.
How can you not put it
Maldonado?
together?
I don't know. And I just don't understand why the discourse around him from like people in baseball is like, well, they got Campisano. Like that guy could come up and blah, blah, blah. He's not like a rookie anymore. Like how old is he now? Like 26?
But he
25.
Probably
didn't get a
like
lot of
28,
time to
bro.
test major league pitching, and he
Oh,
jacked 25.
27.
27.
I
Thank you.
think he could be good,
27.
bro. I know Nick just hates him, but
Some
like
guys take a while.
I'm
Batista,
bullish on
I don't think
Campy.
showed up until he was like in his early 30s, maybe late
Who?
20s, but still.
this
Batista,
guy's got 592
Blue
plate
Jays.
appearances.
Kirk?
No, can't.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a Hall of Famer for El Paso. Like, there's got to be
He's unbelievable.
something there, you know? So, I guess whole point in rolling out the depth chart, it's not
It's
horrible.
okay. All right. You know what? Sorry, Ryan. Really quick. Just Campusano.
Oh my God.
There's something about
I
that
gotta
guy.
go.
Because listen. You hear all these trade rumors that come out, right? Like this offseason so far. Oh, they might trade Pavetta and they might package him with this guy to cut payroll. Oh, they might trade Miller and then throw in this guy to cut payroll and like this. And it might be Estrada. What are the Padres' strongest point right now? Their bullpen, right? Our bullpen's nasty. Even without Robert Suarez, our bullpen is elite. We have an elite bullpen.
It is dirty. Yeah.
Right? And our needs are like first base, DH, starting pitching. So to me, I understand you need to make moves. You need to make moves to like acquire to fill those holes. But why are you going to pull from what your strongest, your biggest strength that already has gotten a little bit worse, whether you like Suarez or not? He was pretty good, right? Like he was a little sketchy sometimes, he was pretty good. And then you need to fill starting pitching, so you're considering moving your ace after you've lost your 2 and your 3. And then, oh, well, they might package Cronenworth. Well, you're already missing one guy on the other side of the infield. My whole point with Campusano is this guy is Barry Bonds in AAA and the most swindler of swindlers in the GM office. Can't trade him? For years now, this guy's been hitting 30 jacks a year in AAA, and you can't deal him for somebody?
Deal his ass.
I don't get it. Like, there's something about him, dude. I mean, I do know some things that I won't
Bad boy.
say on the pod, but like, I don't think
The class 3
there's
drug,
gotta be
bro.
something worse that is like, what are the advanced scouts, the scouts that go and they look at like major league ready talent and like figure out like, hey, like, you know, we need a catcher, like maybe we could get this guy. Like, what are they seeing that they're like, no, don't give up anything for this guy?
Maybe what Schilt and AJ saw last year too, right? Like that was like the perfect year, and we have like a 72-year-old Martin Maldonado that can't even run to first playing with his elite defense as being like
Not
the
one
worst
hit.
defensive. No,
Well,
I think that was
defensively,
Schilt.
he is not a guy. He is minus. And I think that's the issue. And they're
Yeah.
trying to work him into first base
yeah,
and can't. But again, didn't get a lot of extended time
opportunities. Yeah,
to
No.
see stuff. I still think the bat has value. It's just,
Yeah.
is it worth?
I agree.
Can you do better? Can you do better at DH? Or
I feel like-
platoon him in sheets at DH and just find the first baseman.
Oh,
You know?
God. He scares me
Arise?
even at first, dude. I feel like he's gonna forget like to be the
How many
cutoff
outs there
man,
are?
or like, yeah, like how many, you
DH
know,
him
like
then. He can stay high and DH. It's fine.
if we re-sign Ryan
how
O'Hearn,
designated hitter? How can you argue with zero? I know he only had 21 at bats, but like zero,
that's
zero
bad.
is crazy,
He was a little
bro. I
nervous,
could do
bro.
that.
Give him a break.
He had like
Didn't he
12
have like
walks.
13 walks though?
Yeah. There we go. Yep, he absolutely did,
6.
Brian. His OBP was like 300.
No,
I
it
mean,
wasn't. It's 222.
Well, it was like 400 for a sec there. 222 OBP
We're about to
with
get
no
in,
hits.
we're about to
is
get into a
so
philosophical
impressive.
math debate about what zero means. Zero
222
means nothing, by the way.
Yeah, but 222 with 0 hits for an OBP is like, that's phenomenal.
That's
That
not
is-
his weight, by the way. That's not his weight.
No, I mean, Austin Hedges would dream of a 222 OBP.
That's true.
And he got some hits. So
But allegedly, Hedges get a defense, so
yeah, fair.
How
Yeah,
do we
definitely-
feel about Luis Ariz bringing him back for first base?
We gotta
No.
move on.
no.
Because then you
Yeah.
have to play him.
Yeah,
He's
Trying to get him
good,
on.
no?
he's
Luis
like one of
Rise
the,
got Mike Schill fired.
Did he?
I mean,
I
Mike
thought that
Schill
was
got
your
Mike
boy.
Schill
Mike
fired.
Schilt got Mike Schilt fired.
Mike Schilt retired.
With help from Luis Rise.
Terrible
Also-
Retired.
bedside
He
manner
retired.
to the front office and his own guys.
He fired himself.
How
We
long
haven't
did it
talked-
take
There
for him
was
to
a
come out of
mutual
retirement?
agreement.
weeks?
I'm certain this is what happened between AJ and Schilt. AJ said, "Look, I cannot fire another manager again.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yep.
This is going to look bad on me. And if I fire you and this comes out, it's going to look bad on you. So why don't you go ahead and
100%.
retire for all of 4 months? We both come out looking okay. We can change directions and you'll get a new job somewhere ASAP. And then you can eventually become a manager again." And it's happening.
It's
No,
that
that's
is
spot
like
on.
spot on. Yeah, to answer your question, Tom, was it like 2 weeks that he was
Like
retired?
that. Yeah.
Like
No, it was only 2 weeks. No.
I think
it
part
was
of it was he
it
was
wasn't
tired
4
of
months.
like doing interviews every single day. Like it's a grind, you know? Like I think he was just a little exhausted from the process. Like why are we doing media sessions after every single game? Like I can only imagine having to do that
yeah,
162 times
Kevin
a
AC
year.
asking you questions every single
Miserable.
day.
I
Yeah.
will say Ace is
I was gonna say Kevin AC
pretty
probably got Mike
pretty
Schultz.
dude.
Yeah.
I remember
That's
like
more
as a
like it.
kid, like reading the sports page, like because when my parents are divorced, when I was at my dad's house, he didn't have a TV for a significant amount of years, so I would listen to the games on the radio, and then I would wake up in the morning and I would read the newspaper because sometimes there was like a cool picture, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, like that's what happened on that play. Like I was always used to it. I remember seeing Kevin AC's name all the time. This guy's been doing this for so long, and he is so terrible at asking questions. Like it's almost like he's nervous, like to like ask like the tough questions, but he's like, I know I kind of need to. Like, what was the thinking there? Not that I have a problem with it, but when you're writing the lineup card and you put whoever you had in left in this spot and with the guy after that in that spot, being that they're left-handed, like, dude.
That's how he sounds.
That would be frustrating. That would be really frustrating after a while. Be like,
I would retire too
Why do you think the Chargers left San Diego? Kevin AC's fault.
because of him.
And Canepa, that guy too.
Oh, Nick
Oh, that guy
Canepa.
was
Oh
horrible.
my
he gives Knicks a
gosh. The
bad
report
name.
card though was kind of fire, not gonna lie.
Not
I'd
as
agree
dope
with
as our
that.
boy Dennis Lynn and Bernie.
True. Yep.
Dogs.
Absolute dogs.
Love
Friends
those
of the pod.
Yeah.
Just have a
definitely friends
shred of
pod.
optimism once in a while. I'm not saying you need to be interviewing and asking questions through rose-colored glasses, but it seems like every article, every question is so negative and so pessimistic. Can you just
He's
give us a
looking to get a
break?
reaction every time.
Like
Trying
we
to
can
get
do negative
clicks.
on our own as Padres fan. Can you
Yeah.
give us a little bit of
We're
silver
really
lining
good
from
at it.
time to time?
Mm-hmm.
For fuck's sake. Excuse my language.
It's
He'll just
unreal.
report like the smallest rumors too.
Yeah.
He also
Uh,
there's a tone in his writing even
Mm.
where there's a tone of like I knew this and like I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you guys
Yeah,
about
just
it
smarmy. He's just a squid. He's just a squid.
now. Yeah, just
Squid.
Squidward. He's Squidward. He's just
Yeah.
be more of a SpongeBob in the
Yeah.
in
No.
I like to be a Patrick.
Yeah,
No.
be a Patrick. Be a Patrick.
Mike Schultz was retired for 5 weeks. Just a touch over 5 weeks. Like he took a month off and said,
Okay, so if he
I'll
never
come back.
manages again, though, does that just mean he meant like I'm retiring from managing and he's being honest?
No, he dead ass was like, I'm done with baseball. And then he's like,
Thought he said
"Nah, I
retiring
think
from
I'm back."
managing.
Yeah, but I'll try to get the quotes. I mean,
Dead ass, bro.
yeah. Retired as manager. I don't know. That means retired from managing, but
I have a question for
Yep.
guys that this is, I mean, not so much a Tom question, but, and this I think will lead really nicely into what Bryan has for us. But as San Diego sports fans, Padres fans specifically, what did we do? Like, what did we do to deserve this? I talk about this with my roommate Austin all the time. Baja,
Too good looking.
like,
weather's too good.
is that what it is? Honestly, like that's kind of what I
We're
go
just
back
too
to.
hot.
Like what exactly did we do? Because it's just like we haven't had anything. And there's been some teams like even the Rockies had like some time in the sun, even though they haven't won one. Like they had some time of like, hey, we're kind of dominant right now.
I don't know. That seems like a great transition to Brian's PowerPoint here very shortly on that question, Nick. But um, I don't know. It again, it kind of
Curse of
it
San Diego.
comes from the top. I mean, you look at just like the Dean Spanos curse, like I don't know. It just we don't deserve it. There's a lot of
We didn't do anything to deserve it, and
no.
that's why I'm gonna put some names and events to the quote unquote curse because some things are just beyond your control. But since day one, San Diego's been really supportive. I mean, when you go look at the attendance receipts and some other things, like it'll blow your mind. That's why I hate more. Like, make fun of my team. We suck. But as soon as you start saying like where were you win and you know, fair weather, stuff like that, that'll get me going.
Yeah, the like, oh, there were no Padres fans until this year. But like, no,
Right.
no,
Yeah. You started
no.
rooting in
No.
2020.
Like, what do you mean? 82 and 80, man. Like, Brian, you got more years on me, but like, I remember that. I told my dad we were winning the World Series in 2005. Put a bookmark on it. And he was like, hey, they're not that
Be
not that
prepared,
good.
son.
Like they're
Watch
really
out
not
for the
that great.
Cardinals.
And I was like, no, 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 just wait, just wait, just wait. No, no, no. We got Eric Young coming off the bench.
EY baby.
We got Robert Fick. Like, come on, Mark Loretta hit 320. Just wait. And reality set in.
Son, let me tell you about Matt Holliday.
How he's not gonna touch home plate.
Are we gonna get to that segment that Tom sent us a link to earlier?
Yeah, let's pivot to that actually.
Do you wanna get into it?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
take
I
it
didn't
away,
click
Tom.
the link.
I've
My
just
apologies, I was swamped, but
I just became ill as
dig
fuck, by the
in.
way. So I apologize if I start like
Let me
croaking or something.
pull it up for reference.
But yeah, there was an article by Evan Drellick, I think, the guy from the Athletic. So if you like a bit of backstory, I'm on something called the MLB Fan Council. It's where like every month or so we have like meetings with MLB stakeholders. And normally it's just like we actually had one yesterday, funny enough. It was about oh fuck, what's it called? Baseball
And you're not
survival.
compromising your membership or whatever it is
No,
by, okay, good.
no. So
Great
everything that
point,
is said, everything
Brian.
that's said on this is like you
Public.
can. The only thing we're not allowed to do is give out screenshots. So yeah, there was a an article that came out and basically just said that MLB is currently like kind of they didn't use the word propaganda. I can't remember the word they used, but they are putting onto like influencers because it tends to be people with
That's why
larger
they brought you
followings.
in, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah. And they were talking about the salary cap and trying, apparently, supposedly, trying to get the fans onto the owner's side in the CBA. So
Ooh,
I don't know if you guys read the article, but I wanna see what you think about it. Do you think like MLB are neglecting us? They're trying to get them on our side?
trying to
Because
do a little Facebook marketing out there.
yeah, I mean the thing like we spoke about it yesterday actually, just as fans, and a lot of them were saying like it seemed clickbait as and like I'm gonna sound like an industry plant as I always do, talking about this now, saying this clickbait stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to see what everyone thinks about that because I saw what's his name, guy on 97.3, Braden Soprano.
Mm.
I saw him speak about it.
Did he
So I
talk
don't know if
about
you.
how my softball team waxed his softball team in the championship?
Oh
Yeah, he
no,
actually
no.
did. That was crazy.
Sorry, Tom. Sorry.
I just want to hear some opinions on it, just some thoughts on it.
Are
I,
they, so I'm sorry, I don't even really know ownership's position. Do they want a salary cap? So they
Yeah, I
are
think
like,
they do.
no, they only have to spend that much?
They didn't directly say um, what they wanted, but I will admit their PowerPoint was very like, this is how salary caps work. They tended to
mm,
compare it a lot to like NFL, NBA, NHL, where there are salary caps kind of thing.
I wouldn't hate it.
I mean, to me, if you're pro salary cap, then you don't want players to make as much as they possibly can.
I thought it was hilarious that Dave Roberts came out and said that he's in favor of a cap. I'm like, that's so easy for you to say in your position. Yeah, no, we should have a
It was
cap.
it was actually I'd say there was probably more people saying that they wanted a cap than not a cap because there was kind of like
I just
discussion
can't
at the
stand the
end.
Dodgers anymore. That's why I'd want it.
I,
Yeah,
I
the
I think you can fix that further down the chain instead of putting a cap on payroll. Much more of local TV distribution money should go into the shared revenue pot,
Agree.
Fact.
especially if you're
Totally
forcing
agree.
teams into the ESPN deals, the ones
Yeah.
that, got bankrupt and didn't have their local RSN. Yeah, that's cool. We're making more than we were, but when the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Mets, the Yankees are getting 200, 300 million dollars a
Yeah, it's not
year
fair.
and only putting 42% of that into the pot, that seems crazy because that's a league product. Your ticket sales, your merchandise, all of that stuff, that's you. But you got to play somebody and we're going to broadcast it. That's a league property.
Absolutely.
So put 80, 90, all of it in. I mean, especially when that's where the disparity is. And if you cull that and bring that close to the middle, you make a salary cap almost moot
It should be the
because
same percentage
that's
team
where
to
they're
team.
getting.
That's
Totally.
how
Every
it
team
I
is
should
mean,
do the
because
usually.
same
that's where
percentage.
that gap starts. The fact that they
Mhm.
already have a $250 million head start every year against the
It's not
majority of the
fair.
league, we're right there
And we
for a
still
league
almost waxed our
product.
ass.
Right.
How do they
So
how do they collect that revenue, Brian? They just play themselves though, right? Isn't that why they should deserve it all?
thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you.
I feel like for me, if you saw a salary cap get implemented, there would be at least three or four ownership changes in the MLB because you would see these business owners come in and they've seen what the NFL, what the NBA, what even the NHL has done from a valuation standpoint. Looking at the Premier League, I know there's not a salary cap there, but with financial fair play, kind of more similar to baseball, really. But there's still a cap in regards. They basically only allow you to spend so much, right, in regards to the relation to your revenue there. So if you cap it, then to me, what I think is, I think that like a Bezos like or guys that are apps and women that are absolutely loaded are gonna or these groups are gonna come in and say this is the best financial opportunity that we have because we only can spend a max amount of $250 million and we're gonna just continue to grow the valuation of this business and you're still gonna get the same amount of revenue coming in, but your expenditures are immediately going to be cut. And then because of that, you're going to have a much higher valuation as a franchise as well. So I don't know. Is that also good too? If you're going to see a couple owners spin it off at that time, is it going to be a bit more kind of corporate business ran? I don't know. I mean, to kind of deepen the conversation even to that level, maybe having some newer owners come in wouldn't be the worst thing as well. But I would hate to see a cap create that turnover from an ownership standpoint. I would much rather the collectively owners be like, go to, you know, Budding or whatever the heck his name is on the what's his name on the Bob Nutting on the Pirates and guys like that that they can spend more and kind of force them out of the league. I'd much rather see that. So I personally am not in for a cap. But I think there's so much more that it would affect than what people are kind of even just looking at from a surface level. And
what
I
about a
want to see the
floor?
players.
What
Floor,
about a salary
absolutely.
floor? Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a cap, you got to have a floor.
You gotta have a floor.
Mm.
Like, if we're protecting you from overspending against yourself, then you need to be injecting a reasonable amount of finances and revenue into the on-field product.
Yeah. I'd
100%.
prefer a floor right now. So I think that would raise the competitiveness immediately. You have to spend X percent of your revenue every year on salary just as a minimum, right? So I don't know. Those are my 2 cents.
I don't even know how some of these owners get away with some of their practices with guys on the verge of incentive performance bonus money getting
Whoa.
bent or skipping starts. That seems illegal. That seems
That seems
like
legal. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
right?
shit.
Hey, yeah,
Shit, shit.
can we drop some breaking news really quick?
Breaking news.
Tom, you want to read it?
Michael King has agreed with a 3-year deal with the Padres.
Let's
Let's
go.
Go.
he was at
Let's
UTC
go.
today.
That's
I
why he
How
was
saw
so
much?
that.
happy in San Diego today.
You saw him today?
There was a picture of him at UTC that was on the TL today,
Oh, that's
and
such
he
a
was
I
happy.
was
Yeah,
there
I was like,
yesterday.
maybe he
I'm
is
never
gonna
at
sign with the
UTC, and I
Padres.
was at UTC yesterday. I
Me
saw that
too.
picture. I was so pissed off. It was exactly 24 hours ago that I was at UTC when that picture was taken. I'm like, literally couldn't have gone a day later. That
I'm
is
so pumped.
unreal.
Well, I did put out that tweet today urging ownership to spend money, and now
Oh
look what
man.
we have. Let's
Well done, you.
go, Michael King, baby. Let's go.
They follow you.
Breaking news.
Sponsored by
Wow.
Tempur-Pedic. We're gonna fix up
Wow.
that
there's
sleeping
the
situation,
passing
buddy.
bomb.
I just came.
That
That
is
makes me
crazy.
wonder if they're talking to ownership is talking to a potential suitor, and they're like, yeah, but can you guys actually,
Yeah,
Do
like
keep
yeah,
something. You guys are
keep
gonna suck
the
ass.
train moving down the tracks? Like, don't just
Yeah.
shut this down.
I don't want a bunch of losers on my team.
Wow.
75 over 3? It seems like almost a
20,
discount.
25 a year.
Yeah.
dude.
I
I
mean,
mean,
You know,
he's
C's
there
not
got
that
should
about
old.
that
be
with
there's
with the
there's got to be
deferrals.
some bonus structured in there. There's got to be.
Has to
Yeah,
be. There's
20
I'm
probably
a
an
year
surprised he
opt-out
player
got that
after.
option.
much.
Or he just loves us so much. God bless him.
That's a good deal for him, but like he had some injury concerns last season.
That's true. Merry
An
Christmas.
opt-out after
That's
year one.
awesome. Let's fucking go.
Dude, that is phenomenal. I didn't even want to touch upon the depth chart of the starting pitching because it is horrific. He makes that starting pitching depth chart that much more palatable. I know he didn't play a ton last year, but he is a guy that has postseason pedigree. He comes in, he missed 6 months of the year basically, and he showed up against the Cubs and was like, "I'm gonna shut your ass down for
He
one inning."
balled. Yeah.
Should have played him longer,
Should have started
but
that game.
should have started that
Yep.
game. He the year before ends up being basically our opening day starter for the playoffs. Completely shuts down the Braves at that game.
Unbelievable.
Like one of the best pitching performances I've seen, especially for the stakes being so high
10
for a
strikeouts?
franchise. 10, 11 maybe even. Um, and then against the Dodgers too in the postseason, same thing. Like totally showed out. He has that stuff that can be an ace. So getting him for 25 mil is, to me, that's a steal right now. You're getting guys like Luke Weaver getting 2 for 22 in the market.
Tyler
Oh, Song's
Rogers
getting paid
getting
20.
37.
God bless him. I'm glad he got paid, but holy shit, what are we doing?
Yeah, he's perfect. I know, but he's making 3 more than Acuna. So you like Hasong, that is. But uh, I don't know. That's instant vibe increase right here. Like I'm pumped. Merry Christmas, boys.
I'm so much
Beyond
happier now.
Yeah.
You were asking how the off season's going earlier, and I was not feeling good, but right now,
Right? Yeah, I was bored as fuck. This is
I'm
great.
fired up.
I'm back, baby.
That is when's opening day? 99 days? That is wild.
Okay, can we do
Does
Bryan's
that
thing?
now, real quick, before we get into that, does that increase or decrease the odds of Pavetta package?
Ooh.
Oh, damn it. I
Dealing.
knew somebody was going to say it.
I mean,
Tomorrow, Pavetta gone.
I feel like
I'm
that
thinking
but
Estrada.
here's the thing. But now I don't feel as bad about
losing him.
liquidating him a little bit.
Yeah.
Now
You
it doesn't
need 'em
hurt so
both.
much.
You need 'em both.
I think it puts an emphasis on the Crone deal going out, to be honest.
No.
I mean, trying to remove recency bias. The fact that Nick Pavetta is making 5 million less than Michael King I mean, that seems off. But if you're looking at, just immediate returns, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
Nick
Pavetta
doesn't
was our
like it.
best pitcher last year. So for him for 19 and King for 25, I feel like that's appropriate. They could definitely deal him. I'd like maybe an Estrada for Mark Vientos. Vientos can play first. That's kind of what I heard through the grapevine a little bit.
Yeah,
I just
I could see that. I mean, we have the bullpen depth,
I
right?
think Pavetta would be like a bigger deal. That'd be like Jonah Tong and a couple other guys.
Yeah,
I just want
I
so much
will.
pitching.
I'd be for that though.
You got to remember we got Joe coming back here too. So the
But yeah, we have three
Pavetta,
legit
Joe,
starters,
and
but
King.
they're coming off injuries that, you need
I
a little
just
bit
I
more
don't know.
depth.
I think there's question marks with Joe. You know,
First Tommy John or second for Joe?
think second.
I think so too.
I don't know, man.
He is
Still
my
He'll
depth.
be
daughter's
Still
favorite
depth.
fine.
haircuts.
Oh
She's
wow.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
I gotta lose the PIV, and that's that. This is my daughter's jersey. Yeah, her favorite Padre because like first day she saw him, she was like, "Hey, Etta, Pivetta, that's my name."
That's awesome,
Yeah, no. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for the cameo.
dude. That's awesome. Etta Pavetta. Please don't trade Pavetta now just because of Etta. Like I would hate to see him go just for that.
I feel like
I
you
was looking
got
at
an ace on the staff. Everyone was jazzed about the deal. Just like keep that. Like keep them.
Keep them.
I want to hoard proven talent.
Starters.
Like, yes, starters especially. I'll be honest, man, even Estrada, I just don't think having a stacked pitching staff is ever bad. I know we need a first baseman. I know we need a DH, but like I'm telling you, man, like I hate to admit it, but that team up the five, their lineup's good. And like Mookie Betts was terrible in the World Series. I don't know how he did the overall playoffs, but like I don't know how much you repeat that. They're getting older, but like that lineup is good. It's good. And whether we like it or not, we got to be really good to beat them. And I just feel like we get in this pattern of like, it didn't work, so we have to make moves. Sometimes I feel like you got to just try it again.
I don't think. I
Like,
think that's Joe's first Tommy
Yeah,
John unless he
I
had
was
it
just
in
gonna say
college.
it's
Yeah,
he had some bursitis, and then so
yeah,
I'm not concerned. And I agree with
okay,
you, Nick. I mean, it
yeah,
didn't work, but we were close. We got to the
yeah,
dance, and our best offensive producers did not produce in the wild card round. You know, maybe just chalk that like Tati was having a weird year about where he was, just hot and cold, and then he went from hot to cold. So no, I was saying it earlier. I don't mind this squad even as is. First base, I would like to figure out, and
yeah.
then maybe one more starter, or put a little faith in the fact that Rube and AJ saw something in Sears. And then once he's in the lab for a bit, he'll become a guy, and he only needs to be a 4 or 5 guy.
be cool.
And then we ride.
This puts us immediately over the luxury tax threshold for 2026 as well. So 244 was it. We're looking at 234 and a half currently before King. So let's just
That
some
makes me think that
deferrals
that's
chucked in there.
more.
There's a signing bonus if that means anything.
It
12 million
does.
signing bonus.
Nice.
That's why he was so happy.
Merry
That's why he
Christmas.
was at UTC.
Cash
Yeah.
Yeah,
event.
true.
Don't
Merry
they like sell?
Christmas.
Isn't there a place that like sells cars there? He probably just
Oh
like went
yeah,
and
they
was
have
like, I
like
want that
three
one.
car
I don't know.
dealers. They've got like Tesla, Rivian, and then the other one that you get from Costco too. Um,
Just hitting
I can't believe I was actually at like I work directly diagonally across from there. My office building is like I walked to UTC yesterday. I never go because I
Are you
don't like
across the
mall.
street? Like
Yeah,
north?
diagonally. Yeah, northwest,
I've been in there.
the glass buildings.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. Personally, no one cares about how I feel, but that sucks. I'm happy for him. Could have met him. It's all good. Um, well, that's a huge. I mean,
On the
that's
pod, breaking news.
that. I don't know if we've never had that
We've
type of
never
breaking
had
news
that.
on the pod. Yeah, that was
Epic.
phenomenal. Well done, Tom. On top of it, Nick also on top of it.
That was Nick. That was Nick. I heard him kind of explain, so I exclaim. So I went to my phone.
A celebratory glass of some Martinellis, or what's going on there?
Yep, that's what that is.
Martinelli's not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Tempur-Pedic, please be a sponsor, though. Actually, for Michael, like just follow every hotel room he goes into. It's like same bed, like
Who?
Michael
I,
King.
Oh,
I'll be
really?
honest, I don't get. Is it a king bed thing? I don't get it.
No, he slept weird on
No,
his shoulder. That's how
shoulder.
Oh
that's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
5 months.
injury. Apparently, that's
That was
got to be
fake.
an excuse. Yeah,
Also, a
this is
king
not.
bed thing. I didn't think of that, Nick. That's
The
funny.
funniest part of that whole thing was in the beginning. Give him a day, give him 2 days,
Right.
2 days to be
Yeah.
safe, and then we're like, okay, is he gonna play again? Like,
Honestly, that's the worst update you can get. Is like he'll probably be fine. Take him out for a start. If you throw him on the IL, it's like they know what it is. I'm like that makes me feel so much better. It's like always the ones where it's like, even for Kimmy, right? It's like, oh, shoulder, he should be back in a week. He didn't come back until like the midway through the next season. So yeah, please Tempur-Pedic or whoever. I don't know, Dream Cloud. You gotta start looking and do some marketing here. Alrighty, well. Thank you, boys, for that breaking news. That's fantastic. Vibes have completely shifted. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, everybody, and everything else that everyone
Happy
celebrates.
Hanukkah.
Yep. We're gonna pivot to Brian's PowerPoint here in a sec. I know that the vibes have, like I said, shifted a little bit. However, we are still cursed as a franchise, and that is a fact.
That
So
is
yeah,
not true.
Not anymore.
Or is it? Brian will tell us.
yeah. How's that PowerPoint? Is it ready to roll?
Yeah. Do I need screen sharing
Permissions? Do you have it? You should.
permissions?
All my clients do. So
Let's see.
Don't want to see my screen.
Screen.
it's just
A
the
lot
Thursday
of
night football.
tabs. I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of fantasy football.
yeah, I'm sure of it. I know what kind of man you are.
You all do.
Seahawks versus Rams.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Oh.
Seahawks came back. It's tied up right now. They're losing by 16.
Is it allowing me?
Yep,
I
I
think
see
so,
it.
yeah.
Loud.
All right. So I've been thinking about this for a while, but now that we're staring down the barrel of another ownership change,
Oh,
I thought it
no.
might be good to, like I said earlier, put a name, multiple names, and some events to this feeling of being cursed. Because it's a lot deeper than that, goes beyond that. And I don't think a lot of people know just how tumultuous and bad it has been. So we're going to start
Oh,
tentative name Giant Dipper. It's working title. This is version 1, abridged version, the roller coaster history of Padres ownership. We start with this guy, C. Arnold Smith, bank owner, first generation San Diegan. Okay. Parents moved out here, works
Good
in
man.
banking, starts as a teller, works his way up, self-made man, pretty great, buys the US National Bank of San Diego, builds it up to be the biggest bank in San Diego, 10th largest in the state, 86th in the nation. He purchases the
wow.
PCL Padres in 55 for 250K. And then in 1967, 68, MLB has a mind to expand the league and add 4 teams. He is awarded one of those teams, the San Diego Padres, taking the name over from the PCL days, with the Pilots, the Expos, the Royals. Nate Colbert, I think we drafted him like 20th. I mean, like you look at like our first 19 picks, pretty worthless. In any case, so we're loading up the roller coaster cars. We haven't even left the station yet. So free agency does not exist in Major League Baseball at this time. You're already starting 70 to almost 100 years behind all of these teams, right? So obviously you go 52 and 110 to be expected. But how it was for the other four, Seattle's done after year one. They moved to Milwaukee. That didn't work for them. The Expos were done basically after the strike season. 94, they had the best record in baseball. Their ownership's over it. They start looking for a buyer. MLB has to take them over, and then eventually they sell, right? So of all those expansion teams, the Padres are, not doing too bad. It could have been worse. KC obviously has some success because they had the same owner for 30 years and a clean transfer. They go on to win a World Series and then resell to a big ownership group. So first shot at a sale, 1973. We're less than 5 years into a franchise, and we're already looking to make a move. Like, we're still loading up the roller coaster cars, and this guy's trying to get out of town, sell them to this ghoulish looking Al Davis motherfucker
Oh,
here. Owns a
Al
chain of
Davis, huh?
grocery
no.
stores, right? And it's printed. This shit's gonna happen. Like 5 years, haven't even had a chance, you know? And we're already wanting to break it all down and move it out to the East Coast. Thank God it gets tied up in lawsuits. Ray Kroc gets wind of this. He's done with Mickey D's, and he's ready to go back to his first love of baseball. Buys them for 12 million. First season, 102 losses, still drew over 1 million fans, quoted as the standard of box office success. So for all you, where were you wins? San Diego's not a sports town. The beach is too inviting. Go fuck yourself. We're working on our
Yeah.
fourth
San
generation
Diego.
of rooting for this depressing and ridiculous sports franchise. So, uh, dude's pretty much a legend. You know what I mean? Like some questionable business practices, an opportunist, but he's one of those, pricks that if he's working for you, you don't mind it so much. You probably forgive him a little bit of that. So he got on the PA system at the stadium when they were just getting absolutely trounced. And he said, I've never seen such stupid ball playing in my life, which
No
was
way.
greeted by just 40,000, or I think it was like 34, just like went nuts. Just awesome. He also had some questionable because we now have free agency yet, like right about now. And Nick, I'm still not born yet. Thank you. Not quite yet. Because I know you were gonna say it. So yeah, he gets fined by MLB, and then he's sort of like getting a little burnt out by that whole thing. I think he said something like there's, more money to be made in the burger stand than there is in baseball. In any case, we finally get our first non-losing season in 82, and then another one in 83. We're 500. So like here we go. Here we go. The roller coaster's moving up, and then bang,
Let's
we
go.
win a pennant. And there was a ring. So for the No Rings crew, they did give them out back then. Here we are. Only problem is Ray Kroc is dead. He died shortly before they win that pennant. So you're seeing a pattern here: attempted sales and failures and wasted time, and ownership dying. So
We're
again, we're
peaking.
not
It's
too
perfect.
far along.
Not the McDonald's logo.
I found this on LinkedIn. It was great. I was like, that's perfect. I don't know who made it, but God bless him. So anyway, Joan Kroc, widow, philanthropist, a legend in her own right, but obviously no experience. She was quoted as asking Ray, why did you buy a monastery? But she was an absolute giver. The local Salvation Army, 90 million to build that center. Peace and Justice Institute in USD. St. Vincent de Paul de Joan Arc, which was a part of the Father Joe's Village, Croc Copley Animal Shelter. So like she's still like in the community and awesome to the point where she actually tried to donate the team to the city. So yeah, but still we're
That would
now
have been
on.
curtains for with how the city of San Diego does business.
Yeah. Can you imagine just like if like there was a Twitter group that just ran the Padres? It would be miserable. Some contentious things, some fun things. Drug policy was strict, and she actually took beer out of the clubhouse, which I don't know if you guys remember. Probably not. You're too young. Goose Gossage was not a fan of. So she's gonna get out of the game. Tom Werner comes in. He's a TV producer, right? So he leads an investment group, about 10 other guys, 9 other guys, immediately cuts payroll, trades Sheffield, McGriff, goes 61 and 101 and 93. Not great. You can see in the years served, he didn't last long. A big claim to fame, attempted to cross promote the team with a TV series of his, which you might remember gave us this gem.
Oh,
So thanks for showing up. Now we're going to move on again.
Is it Roseanne?
yeah.
Sure, you don't remember that? The national anthem where she grabbed her
Oh,
crotch and spit and just howled like a fucking dying cat? Yeah, yeah,
That
that was that guy.
was it.
Hey, Case, here comes some good news for, the longest tenured owner ever. Uh, a San Diego Padres Hall of Famer, purchased him for 80 million. Within the first 2 years, we've got NL West titles and another pennant. All right. He helps get Petco built, huge in that. There was a little lull because I think a little bit of money and resources were going to Petco. Then we're back to back NL West titles in 05 and 06. Bang. Wife is not happy. She would like a divorce.
It's her fault.
I don't know what John did. He seems like a great guy, but behind closed doors, personal life, I don't get into that. You know what I mean? I don't root for you because of your marital commitments. I just the
Unless
facts,
you're
man.
Travis
In any
Kelce.
case, as a part of the settlement agreement, they agree to sell the club, liquidate that, and then they can split it. And then just little footnote on the way out the door, he was the one that helped secure the 20-year, $1.2 billion TV deal that would have been awesome if it actually lasted all 20 years. But unfortunately, that deal eventually went bankrupt and all that money was lost. So for those wondering why we have to take out, loans for payroll and things like that is because expected revenue just stopped showing up with no warning. So then we go waste our time for a little bit with this guy. This is Jeff Morad. For about 4 or 5 years, we're talking about selling
Boo.
to him. He buys a minority stake, is operating as CEO with the full intention of eventually getting a majority stake. Major League Baseball says, nah, I don't think you can back it. This doesn't feel right. We're going to shut that down. So again, not only are we changing owners again, but we're wasting about 4 or 5 years going down this road where it's in a little bit of confusion. And then
6, 7.
eventually we have to pull the plug and then make another move. And Uncle
Oh,
Ron, who was a part of that group, finds another group, which is mostly comprised of the Walter O'Malley baseball heirs. So baseball royalty, pretty great. Peter Seidler is a part of that group. Purchased him for a whole $800 million. He was actually the first locally based control person since the original founding owner. He brings in AJ. They start spending a bunch of money. Then he sells stake, gives control to Papa Pete. Needs no introduction. He's
Ooh.
the absolute fucking man, right? So we're pretty much caught up. We know where we are with this guy.
Oh, he's ugly.
Boo.
Yeah. And by the way, I think that's his MLB photo on the site. Someone did
I'm
him
scared.
dirty, dirty. We couldn't shop that up a little bit.
Is
That's the
this
file we want
men's
to use.
slash
Like they knew
coward?
he wasn't long for this game, and they advertised it. So, businessman coward, born on third, somehow trying to get back to second, and that's us. So, in summation, if you look at this, it's pretty insane for a club that's only been around for 50 plus years to have eight heads operators in control of this situation. 6 years, 10 plus, then we go to five, then we go to five, then we're going great with John. That goes away. So when you look at it like that and how we've been tried to be sold and the divorces and debts, two owner deaths, like it's while they are still the owners, it just puts into perspective the quote unquote curse of it all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That is absolutely unreal.
Bravo.
I would like to also point out that maybe our two peaks or two of the three peaks of a franchise was followed by
We're
a
with our
death.
longest tenured
Yes.
owners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
something to
That
having
too.
some consistency in culture and direction. 100%. So, Cameo, by the wife. Yeah, when you look at it like that, it's crazy.
But
Like
I was impressed
having
with Bryan.
stability
it's
means something.
phenomenal.
We're like the redheaded stepchild of baseball organizations. We just want to be loved.
That's
Yeah, just hang around. And look, so for some of them, it wasn't their fault. I think John would have hung out till he died too.
Just couldn't keep his wife happy, man. Cost me Khalil Green.
that's phenomenal job.
That was
Phenomenal job,
incredible.
Ryan.
That was
That was
so
good.
good.
Actually, I mean, we're gonna promote the absolute crap out of the YouTube, the YouTube
You
Dude,
should check
on
it
that.
out
And
if
by
you're
the
if
way,
you're
like that's a bridged version. I really have a peace of mind at some point in my life, unless someone else does it first, to do like a full like Ken Burns on just the Padres. I mean,
Yeah,
because it blows my mind. And then I was fortunate or unfortunate enough to just get born into this bullshit.
yeah.
I think that we long form this, Brian, and we'll just, we're just support team and we just long form this and just put it in a flash drive and mail it to ESPN and be like,
good.
you're welcome. Give the Podfathers half the revenue. Here's your new 30 for 30. You don't even have to do anything. Just add the ads in wherever you see fit.
Well, for the
Wherever you see
reenactments, I'm
fit.
basically gonna need you to play like every lefty bat that we've had. You're gonna have to be Tony. I won't make you do blackface. We'll just shoot it from behind. You'll have to get a little lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That is.
First, they traded Sheffield. Then Tony Gwynn. Isn't that the same guy? No, don't worry about that.
Just you in a mirror.
But I mean, you do a little bit of math, and once the new regime comes in, we will have had a new owner on average.
Every what,
What
seven,
is
six
that?
years, 7 years?
Every 5+
Yeah.
seasons, not even 6. That's mental.
Uh,
How can you expect
no
any
continuity.
right?
And it
It's
just plays right into like the vibes that you hear, like the whispers around town of like they don't have good direction from the top or like their culture's bad. And it feeds in way deeper than what you see on the field. Like you got people like Trev, I know you can speak to it. Like we've all known people that have worked in some capacity through the organization, all the way from like my sister worked in like the member services, right? Or
Mhm.
like guys that are in the clubhouse. And like you hear whispers of like
Yep.
not so great functionality or like, it's kind of a mess up there or like their management style. Like it's like you don't hear the like resounding praise that like you hear from like really good sports
Organizations.
organizations
Yeah.
like with a lot of success in their tenure. You don't hear
Hmm.
like the New England Patriots, right? Like so much winning and whatever. Like if you hear like the mums around like NFL, like they just do like shit right. Like maybe they like stole some tapes or whatever, but like they're competing with like a collective direction, right? Like say what you want about the Yankees for years, but like the Steinbrenners for a long time,
Yeah.
you know? And it's just like something that it's like it's been a cloud over the team for so long. And we've had like bits and pieces come through, like AJ for so long. He's like had this kind of continuity of like, hey, whatever's happening up here, like whatever, I'm gonna keep it here and I'm gonna do what I can, you know. And then with Peter, it was just like the sweet taste of like, this
Philanthropist.
is
Yeah.
what the best is like. This is what the best is like. And it was just gone too soon.
Yep.
And I'm pissed.
But even
Uh,
AJ technically is on his third control person in his
Yeah.
tenure.
Yeah, it's almost like he's
Yeah.
he's like I'm gonna do my thing regardless of what's going up here, but like he's
But
almost
he still
handing.
had to shift and pivot and
Yeah,
like because when
Yeah.
Ron Fowler like sold his shares and Peter took over, that's obviously a change and transition. And then
Way
Pete's like,
different
no, I'm ready to
leash.
spend. I was like, okay, my brain wasn't entirely there, but I guess I've been doing it a little, but I'll keep going. And then he has to like pull things back even more to, get ready for a new potential sale. It's just like that guy, anybody that gives him a hard time, again, huge stand. So you've heard it enough, but he does his job and he works hard and is like, give me all the resources, take him away from me. I'm gonna figure this out and fight as hard as I can to find a winner. So
It's true.
love the dude.
I
I'm not
I
sure if I'm depressed or inspired.
that's like, I mean, I guess on the flip side, you could have Dean Spanos for 50 years. So,
That's right.
well,
I was just
yeah,
trying to
30.
provide perspective. So when
Yeah.
everybody has that feeling of like, oh, why are we so cursed? How are things so bad? It's not just now. Like this is a, a way of life. This is a culture. The culture we have is, you know,
Choppy.
change, despair. Like,
So
just
what
like
is the name of the 30 for
who's
30?
going to be dad next? You know what I mean?
Literally.
Fatherless.
That's right.
Padre
Yeah.
story.
Fatherless. Wow. Hey,
We're just going from foster home to foster home to foster home, and we can't get permanent care.
There's literally been zero. So there's the kind of last point I want to make about this too, but about your phenomenal presentation, Brian, is there's been zero continuity just from the ownership change, but no like soft handoff of the torch,
No,
like
no,
zero.
and that's
It's
the,
like new
yeah,
change.
that's the reason why I flagged the Royals because it's like they have Kaufman for 30 years, right? All the way up until he dies. It's like this is my thing. And he hands it off to his estate. And then the control
Mm.
person knew it was coming. Easy handoff. We keep this train barreling down the tracks. And what happens? A World Series, which
Yeah.
totally increases the value. And they're like, cool, we saw it through for the visionary, for the man that wanted it. And now we can say, we did it, go make a little bit of money, and hopefully they keep up, the same ethos. But that's the thing is like when it happens, it
Zero.
happened easy,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
not trying to get sold off to Washington and then being tied up in lawsuits and then having to find the burger boy. You know what I mean?
Burger Boy.
It's not talking to Jeff Morad for 4 or 5 years and letting him start to do it. And then all of a sudden it can't happen. So we just wasted 4 years. Like it's a smooth train. Like there's so many things. My brain is just, it's crazy to think about.
Galaxy. It's wild.
Galaxy Brain.
Also, how come these rich guys don't want to be great? You know what I mean?
because
Like
they're
you
rich.
inherited a bunch of money. You're already rich. You don't have to worry about it. Like, don't you want to do something great? John,
For
Dean,
real.
you want to be a
Oh,
legend in
legacy?
a
Yeah.
place, right?
What's your legacy?
Right?
You little-
How are
What
you
did you
going to
say?
be remembered?
Coward?
Can't
Businessman slash
fathom it.
coward? That's your legacy.
You want to be a legend?
Heroes get
Legends never
remembered,
die.
but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid.
That is phenomenal. Well done,
Amen.
Brian.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
I don't have anything else to add on top of that. I think that is a
Good way.
fantastic ending. We're gonna clip that as well. That's gonna be like our first YouTube
Clip that,
short.
clip that, clip that.
So
And then I'll,
clip,
I'll
clip,
start
clip.
working on, the extended version, really getting the weeds on some stuff.
Season 2.
Dude, we got to pull some clips too. Oh man. Just like great clips of like good things happening when it's like, oh, and then like this happened, and then like just like a booted ball whenever it's like, and then the Padres were
Whenever
sold
it's
again.
Hassan Kim.
E6. Like
He's sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's just focusing on ownership. Like, if we want to get into the field of play of it all and all the tough things that happened there, that's a whole different thing. Like 98, that squad was incredible. And just so happens you ran into literally the best ball club maybe ever to be fielded, you know?
You could
And
argue the recency of the Dodgers, peak as well. I mean, they finally figured it out when we're peaking. It's like, oh, that's
right.
wonderful timing. You couldn't have done that in 2015 when we were ass, right? So,
Yeah, you couldn't have done that when like Disney was running you guys.
yeah. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, boys, anything else? Anyone else wants to add on to that before
Yeah,
we
I
get
want to
wrapped up
shout
here?
out our boy Ryan Miller. Could have been on the pod, bro. We would have got you signed, but you're just too busy and too cool. We would have hyped you up, talked about your sick
Oh,
curveball, your insane fastball, but no, no, didn't want to hang with the boys. I'm saddened to hear that you couldn't join us, and the best of luck on your journey. But we would have hyped you up, bro. You would have gotten signed in probably like a week. We know people.
Not my Miller.
Uh, That's good stuff.
condolences.
Nick's like cut that.
Cut that.
Cut that out. I'm gonna find him on TikTok and I'm gonna send that to him.
That'd be
Oh,
good.
I'm gonna clip it to him for sure.
Yeah, put on the pressure. We know some people.
He'll be on next time.
All right, boys. Any other last remarks? That was fantastic, Brian.
Yeah, is there anything else? Psyched about King. Tom, how you feeling? Sleepy?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Tom.
Peeping?
How much time
Any
you get off? What's your winter break like over there?
Go home for Christmas, stay home for a month, watch the Swans win,
A month.
go back to
That's
yeah,
nice.
and then go back in pretty much February.
Oh.
So not much.
Enjoy it.
Sweet.
Sick. Yeah.
Any news on the ownership front?
Haven't seen anything on my end.
Even a
All
peep.
right.
Did you miss the slideshow?
No, like new owners. We're about to get a new one.
I bet we'll get another new one in 5 years.
Joseph
That's what I learned
Desai.
tonight.
I think that will
Uh,
be very closed doors.
Yeah. I wonder if something's imminent and that's why they signed King.
I hope so.
I will say the fact that they did that makes me think it's more of a little bit of an equity sale, not a full sale. Like we're going to bring in a partner and
Mhm.
sort of,
Some cash
hedge
flow.
our bets a little bit, but the Seidler family won't totally get out of the game. I mean, I would be surprised if they went and spent all that money and put, more, not debt, not liability, but you can call it whatever you want on the books without, knowing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
But the
making
way I
things
look
more
at it, it's like
expensive for somebody.
you're reselling a house. You're trying to sell a house. You want to upgrade it. You want it to look nice inside. You don't want to gut it. You don't want,
Yep. No,
you're not going to get value out of it if you have a gutted house.
It's not
You
a
want
super long-term contract either, too, Trevor, to your point.
Yeah. So
3
you
years.
got to have some nice things inside. So,
agree.
yeah.
Pretty good analogy. I don't know. Yeah, the O'Malley's a bit, and then the Seidlers on as an extension of that have been in it for years too. So I wouldn't be surprised if they stay. But I don't know. Like maybe they are Dodger fans. They're just like, I don't care about the Padres. Like we'll just get out and make our money. It's appreciated so much. But then that lawsuit too. Like
I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
the big part of it.
Yeah. So
They got to get out before the lawsuit goes down.
maybe
Is that
yeah.
still happening?
Yeah.
Still rolling. So
Oh, Shields got to drop that.
I
We
mean,
already had our junk rock. Like we don't sorry, we don't need to do that again.
It's a 50-year turnover.
Poor Shield.
What if she donates the team to us though?
To me.
Yeah, we better
What a
hype her
legend
up
move
real
though. Just
quick.
like I don't
yeah.
want to do this. Give it to
I'm
the
gonna give it
city.
to this guy, Hale
Yeah.
Titties.
He'll know what to do.
We just have to start like just planting seeds. Yeah, not like that, but pause. In the brain.
And MLB, of course, shuts it down. Which
That's not even a real name.
Kevin
You like
AC
titties?
reports.
Do you like the Padres? Come out to Petco Park and get both.
would you
That's it.
consider
That's a great
trading
selling
it
point. We
to
need to
hail
make it happen.
boobies? We're more partial to boobies in all of our market testing. We feel that plays better. Would you be interested in a little bit of a rebrand?
We'll
Mr.
approve the sale
Titties?
if you change it to boobies.
We got
Hale boobies.
the power of the almighty British English company of OnlyFans will be our first sponsor knocking on the door.
Yeah, that's a great brand partner. I love it.
That probably would be my first
Unbelievable.
sponsor.
I mean, dude, you sell subs just to the clubhouse, just the
Well, you
locker
could
room.
sell Padres TV on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Be genius.
TV deal. Boom.
Boom.
Yep,
And then
new
you
TV
could
deal.
like clip out and go see some nudes, Everyone's happy.
All I know is those commercial breaks would go crazy.
They're wanting a halftime for the in between. They want
Him,
4 innings in
Smoochoo.
one. After each out, you got a break. All right, boys. That was fun to circle back. dropped some breaking news, learned about the history of the ownership and why we're cursed and wronged, and vibes have shifted. I think that's my summation of how that went. Appreciate you boys sticking together. Tom, either go to bed or get some coffee. Good man.
It smells like coffee to me.
My
You're a
guy.
beast. Appreciate y'all popping on, listening to another episode of the Podfathers. That was a blast. 2026 around the corner. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Merry Christmas, boys.
Happy New Year.
Tom, happy Boxing Day.
Yes.
Thank you.
One Prem game on Boxing Day. It's a travesty. Game's gone. But
Really?
Yep.
Shit.
Guess we'll have to
What
watch
am I meant to
Wrexham.
do?
Yep. Enjoy the darts.
Oh yeah. Oh, I will.
All right, lads. Peace.
All right, fellas.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Podfathers, a Slam Diego Padres podcast. The Podfathers is produced by Los and Walls and is executively produced by Jacob Lamb.
Our theme song is A Bubba by Trylock. To get in touch with the show, follow us on Twitter at Podfathers619. That is at PADFATHERS619. Or email us at podfathers@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other major audio platforms.
Go Pods!